name is Tejas, and I'm one of the founders of Chaldal. I'm also its Chief Technology Officer, and we started this back in 2014. We wanted to tackle some of the most basic fundamental problems that exist. We wanted to create a service which an average person could use, and that's the reason why we chose grocery. And grocery is actually a really, really complex problem to solve. But if you do solve it, I think there are lots of gains that can be had. So we started back in 2014, and I think in 2015 we launched 1-hour grocery delivery. We started thinking about how can we solve this 1-hour grocery delivery problem, and then the answers came. We decided to set up like a network of warehouses around the city, and we started like running like trucks between them, and then we started like doing deliveries from like each of these leaf nodes.
My name's Ed. I'm on the board of Pathao. Traffic's a wonderful thing, right? Because what does traffic actually represent? Traffic represents, in essence, it's a result of economic development. Thinking about the traffic problem, the economic development problem, we really feel that this is creating an opportunity to deliver a whole set of other services. And food delivery, hot food delivery, one of the largest, probably the largest food deliverer in Bangladesh is Pathao. We're all continuing to do the package delivery as well, and we're also really excited about some of the other services that we're launching, just getting into payments now, have launched in competition with a company you've heard of called Uber, have launched a car service, so you can now ride in comfort on your 4-wheel Pathao vehicle as well as your 2-wheel.
So the first question, wanting your thoughts on the current startup ecosystem in Bangladesh. We've seen some exciting developments with Alibaba taking a stake in Bcash, the acquisition of Daraz, Gojek coming into Pathao, but also we have not really seen big acquisitions or exits. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts on the opportunities and challenges of this space.
So the trends I see very clearly are like, I think people are definitely trying to do something on their own. They're trying to hash out what's kind of done in other places and trying to like fit it for the local market. So that's definitely going on. The other thing which is very interesting, which is also driving this, is the adoption of like Androids by almost everybody in the society. What I think still needs to happen is I think we need to like start having like original startups, things which are like being done in Bangladesh for the first time. So that's what I think things will eventually go towards. But I think we are like slowly getting there. And of course, and I think as Ed was mentioning, the traffic there definitely like leads to a lot of other creativity to come out, because it's so frustrating. Like nobody wants to sit in traffic. So this automatically makes you like want to like design solutions. There are people in roadsides waiting to see how much they have an app on the roadsides which is like which input how much traffic there is in this particular corner of the street, right? So these are creative things which come out purely based on the environment. I think ultimately these kind of like obstacles definitely promote creativity. You kind of do come up with some very innovative solutions to like certain things.
I think one thing that's going to be interesting to see how it evolves is again, if you think about Silicon Valley, you think the US or Western Europe, historically there's been less sort of exit by recapitalization. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see a little bit more of that in some of the markets we're talking about, because it's a very natural way of sort of fitting in with the local ecosystem. So it's important to remember that you're building a local business, and you'll be successful if you remain true to your local roots.
This is about diversity and tech in Bangladesh. With tech comes great opportunity, but we've seen in the valley that it leaves out women and underrepresented groups. And with Bangladesh, we're on the cusp of this great growth. So how are you guys thinking about making that opportunity as inclusive and accessible, equitable as possible?
It takes a lot of effort in like making sure you're building an environment that is open to all. You just need to make sure that when there are transgressions, you like handle them effectively. When people came into work and they started seeing that there is no hierarchy, there's plenty of respect to go around, and those are the basic things you got to like start looking into, and you got to like start taking like serious actions if there are actually like anyone who actually crosses the line. At this point, we have a pretty diverse workforce, and most of our top management in fact are like run by women.
I think from our perspective, I'd say that as I'm on the board of Pathao, it's actually my job, and thank you for reminding me, to make sure that we get this right, because this is something that really has to come from the very top of the company, and it's not a question of setting quotas, but it really is a question of setting direction and asking the tough questions at both the very senior levels and levels below, because you frankly don't see enough women, and it's frustrating.